All right, so back with another video. I'm not going to cover any material in this one. I'm just going to go over a part of a speech that I found somewhere in the mid 30s, 1930s. This was a Nazi party leader, John MacArthur. And I'm going to read what he says, and I want you to decide for yourself whether or not this is the language of the beginnings stages of genocide. Um, I did a video just a little bit ago covering genocidal preachers and how I think their language that they're using against the LGBT community are the early stages of genocide. And I just wanted to read this because this is the language that I'm hearing being said today about the LGBT community. And if you think uh, this speech is genocidal language against the Jews, I want you to ask yourself what's the difference between this being genocidal language against, if it were to be said against LGBT people. So let's get into it. I want to make this a short one. We'll start. It says, God has let them have a reprobate mind. This is a uh, preacher or pastor in Germany, mid 1930s. John MacArthur. He says, God let them have a reprobate mind. So, when you see all of this Jew activity, you see them want to make laws to protect the Jewish identity, and you know it is absolute and total and utter insanity. You know we've reached the reprobate mind. People can't think reasonably, which means there is no way back to sanity. There's no way back. And because it is a divine judgment on them, God doesn't interrupt the course of their thinking down this path of Jew revolution. I used to wonder what the reprobate mind could be, but we're living in the middle of it. It is insane, it is irrational, it is ridiculous, and yet it is so strongly in our culture that the society and its leaders are making laws to protect the people who are absolutely insane. Now, just ask yourself, could you see that being used as a justification to begin the beginnings of a genocide? And if you can, then ask yourself, what's the difference if somebody were to say that now against the gay community? That's it. It's a real short one. It's just I want to create a video series on genocidal language and try to really make it hit home that we're living in it now. That it's begun. I mean, of course, it began a long time ago, but it's a reemergence. And if it's not called out and it's not stopped and it's not called out for what it is, it can lead to a very, very, very scary place.